Hello everybody, welcome to a new channel. I'm going to be going out and doing some walking and showing you sights and sounds as I walk in Norfolk mainly, because that's where I'm based. And today we're doing the Pigneys Wood Loop from North Walsham. Now there's a few of these similar walks. The one we're doing today is just over 2 miles, 2.06 miles, and it should take about 52 minutes. A bit more because I'm going to do some camera work. So I look forward to welcoming you on this adventure with me, and this is the view from when I parked up. So it's going to be a lovely day, I'm pretty sure of that. So we're using Komoot, the walking app Komoot, and we're at point A, and we've got to make our way from the edge of North Walsham into Pigneys Wood to go to points 1, 2 and 3, I believe it is. So it starts off like this, and we're going to go not across the bridge but down the trail, down these steps and onto the woodland path. It seems interesting to note we have this contrast here between sort of built up urban area and then out into the countryside, and there's only one way we can go, which is great because that's the way we want to go anyway. As you may have noticed, I've got some headphones in, and I always like to listen to music while I'm out walking. It's very nice sensory experience, I find. And today it's Taylor Hawkins and the Coat Tail Riders' Red Light Fever album. I absolutely recommend it to, obviously, fans of Taylor Hawkins if you haven't heard it, but yeah, recommend it to Foo Fighters and Queen fans. Dave Grohl is on the album, Brian May and Roger Taylor also on the album. It's an absolutely incredible album, not commercial as such, but a lot of classic rock goodness going on. My favourite track on the album, well, I've got two. I've got Hell to Pay. It's such a beautiful power ballad, and yeah, it really does create an atmosphere. Yeah, and then there's James Gang, which I like because it's basically a punk rocker song. It's close to a punk rocker song as you get on the album, and it's, yeah, I love both of them. I love the whole album, really. You might be able to hear there's some military aircraft up overhead. I'm guessing they're doing some training. Well, yeah, and it doesn't sound like a commercial airliner jet to me. That's definitely a military jet. So you might hear that from time to time. Yeah, we're out in the woodland bit, just making our way towards the first road crossing, and I'll join you there. Here we are at the first road crossing on this route, and I think it's the only road crossing actually. There's a few more bridges, but they go over like streams and stuff. And you'll see this is a sort of path I've done many times. There might be a few little bits that I haven't seen before, which is where I'll get really excited and not be able to contain myself. But yeah, this is a lovely part of the world. Like, I think North Walsham always seems like just a general market town, pretty construction traffic, just pretty run of the mill really, but there's so much beautiful stuff, especially out, well, on either side of it really, but especially out on its eastern side. You've got Pigneys Wood, you've got like Bacton and Witten Woods, you've got Ebridge Mill. There's so much lovely stuff around here, and it really is a treat. Just coming up the steps at the other side of the road, and we're now sort of much higher up among the surrounding countryside. So you can see we're still in woodland, so not much to show you clearly, but there is a bridge ahead, so I'll show you more when we get there. So we are now on the Paston Way, and there's a bridge goes across here, but it has been closed off, and it's sort of always been closed off as long as I've been coming down here, the last 3-4 years. I don't know whether it's because it's structurally unsafe, which would be my first assumption, or whether people just happen to get up to things they shouldn't get up to on that bridge and can't do it there or beyond. But we are going to travel beyond, because the way this works is we go down, we cross a little footbridge over the canal, we watch out for any trolls, and then we go up the other side, and then we shall be rejoining the path on the other side of the closed bridge. So I've just come down the stairwell. Just want to show you the scenery here because it is absolutely stunning, and got a bit of a change from the standard woodland path. There is the closed bridge, which, yeah, that does look very old school, doesn't it? I'm thinking it's definitely potentially just not safe to walk along anymore. And yeah, we're gonna cross now over the canal. Now this is all, I believe, tributaries of the River Ant. Like, I think this the Dillon Canal comes off the River Ant, then comes up here, and yeah, it is a lovely, lovely part of the world. And I mean, the River Ant is one of my favourite parts of the Broads anyway. So yeah, but it remains beautiful even when it's beyond its navigable area. And now we're going to go back up to the steps and back onto the Paston Way. I've made a friend already, and her name is Mel. Hello, Mel. Nice to meet you. This is the other thing I love about walking. So I just spent about 10 minutes stopping chatting to the lovely lady that I met there with Mel and her collie. Mel is her collie, sorry. With Mel, her border collie, and I have a border collie myself, so I absolutely love them. So yeah, you weren't going to stop me taking some time out to make friends with a collie. That's another one of my favourite things to do on a walk. So I'm now walking down this long stretch of the Paston Way. Going to be on this for quite a while now until we get to point 1, and I'm going to chill out and listen to some music for a bit, and I'll catch you there. Dear viewers, you are very privileged. I've just interrupted James Gang, one of my favourite songs on the album, in order to stop and talk to you. Just wanted to make a note that there is so many little paths off here of the Paston Way, so there's so many places you can walk. It's great. It's like so many different routes you can go. So I've met another dog. This one is not quite as calm as the first one. This one, I think, dragged their owner into the river. So this one's been having fun. What's the name?
Safi.
Safi. Hello, Safi. I'm going to say hello.
She's crazy friendly.
Had a nice swim.
Don't, she won't come out. More exercise than we needed today, isn't it?
Yeah. My dog's a bit scared of water. She loves chasing birds, but as soon as the birds go in the water, she's like, no, thank you. Okay, so that was another 10 minutes say hello to the border collie stop. Can't help myself. I love collies. I was chatting to the owners as well. I know one of them, so yeah, play pool with him. Usually beat him, not always. So yeah, we're still not at point A yet, so I will keep you posted when we're at point A. I don't actually know what point A is. I don't know if it's the Pigneys Wood car park, which I'm used to going to, or if it's another landmark, so I'll wait to see once I get there. Nice little stream. You can't really see it on camera the same way as I can see it with my eye, unfortunately, but yeah, it is really lovely. And there's another path, so that's another example of how many paths on and off you can take. You can really make your own route around here and completely customise your walking route. You know, it's a fantastic area for that. So many places to walk. There's been a cock up. I was so busy showing you the route options to come off that I didn't realise that's actually the one I'm supposed to be taking right now. So I'm now walking back. I've gone past it. Sense direction, always working fantastically when you're Andy, and that continues to be the case today. Do we take the steps or the slope? Let's take the steps today. I'm feeling like taking it easy. Although I kind of fancy the slope. My brain is like, oh, that looks fun, let's do that. But doing a bit, it's actually probably going to be easier. It probably would have been easier to come down the slope just because I've still got to watch the steps while I'm filming. to make sure I don't fall over. I'm sure that'll happen at some point and we'll all have a good laugh. We're now in Pigneys Wood, so we're going to go that way and follow the trail. And we are now coming out of the wood into a nice bit of open space, and I think the way I need to go is straight ahead. So we're going to follow that path around and see where it leads. Right, so we are coming up to point 2 of the walk, but there's a little hut here, and I have been told that there's a bird sanctuary off to the right hand side, so I'm going to go have a look. I don't know if bird sanctuary means enclosed space for the birds or whether it's a conservation area. My assumption would be it's going to be more of a conservation area. What to look out for at Pigneys Wood: birds such as blackcap, bearded tit. Got to find a way to put the word tit into a walking blog. Green woodpecker, tree creeper, butterflies such as comma, meadow brown, orange tip, white admiral, dragonflies such as Norfolk hawker, common darter, brown hawker, and southern hawker, and then mammals such as fox, red deer, otter, and stoat. I do not expect to be able to get something like a deer on camera because unless they're up close, they really don't look great on this type of camera. You can't make them out. So yeah, don't think we'll get any good footage of deer, but we're just going to take a little deviation from the path just to see if I can find this bird sanctuary. I'm guessing this is it. No entry, sensitive wildlife area. So can certainly hear them singing. So yeah, I'm guessing that this is the bird sanctuary. I think it's a bit of an insect sanctuary as well. I can hear some insects. I think the path that we're taking actually goes around and comes back around the other side of the bird sanctuary. So I'm going to just go back to that now and then see if we can see anything from the other side. I mean, it's very treey, so the sanctuary, I think, is for the privacy of the birds and animals as well as being able to keep them in one place. So it's not like a wildlife park. We can't just stand and gawp at them, but we might see one or two. Okay, so we've reached point 2, and I think it's just the top of this hill. So there is a bit of stuff here to see, just scenery-wise. So I'm going to flick the camera around and show you. So there is a bench, which I am assuming is the point 2 landmark. It's a nice field of the. This always makes you think of spring and early summer, doesn't it? The yellow rapeseed fields. I waited to film to show you down the hill because there was a gentleman there with his greyhound, and I hadn't actually asked him if he wanted to be an international YouTube star, so I thought I'll just wait until he's passed by, and I'm sure the dog might have wanted to be a film star, but I couldn't ask him, so there we go. So we will continue to move forward. Okay, so we're now at the crossroads. I've got to take this right-hand turning in order to make my way down towards the canal and point 3 of the walk. I've now changed the music over. It's now Queen Greatest Hits 3, which was the first Queen album I was bought on cassette as a kid. And I just got into Nirvana back then, so I was listening to the heavy stuff. Like, I kept on forwarding the tape to Princes of the Universe and, yeah, Driven by You. And but then I do like a soppy power ballad as well. And what's the song called? One by one, only the good die young. I think they read it for Princess Diana. Why isn't the name coming to me? I'm going to cheat, look on the Spotify list and come back to you with that one. It's called No One But You. There we go. Solved that conundrum very quickly. Right, so we've come to the end of that little through path and now coming out into a slightly more open bit of wooded area. We are making our way to the canal, and I'm sure I'll have plenty to show you around there because it is absolutely lovely. It's just a lovely walk overall. So here we go, walking through the woodland, and it's nice and lined, which looks really cool. So now I'm on this open path to the canal. It's actually a route I always wanted to walk down, but I've never actually been down this part, just because every time I've tried to come down here it has been muddy as hell. But we haven't had much rain, apart from a bit yesterday, for quite a few weeks. So yeah, should be passable today, and gonna make the most of it. Right, so this is the exit of Pigneys Wood now, basically. You can see that way back that I've come. Should probably move the camera a bit slower so you guys can see a little bit more without having to rush. So yeah, we're on the exit of that, and we are coming up to the canal path now, and I believe this is the North Walsham and Dilham Canal still. We're coming up from Ebridge Mill and going up towards Paston Way and stuff. So here we are, here is the path that we are due to walk down, and that's the bit that misses out on the privilege of my company today. Right, so what's happening now is we are heading back to where the bridge crosses the canal to rejoin the Paston Way to make our way back into North Walsham. So that is the idea. If you want to say hi to my fingers, where are they? There. Yeah. They've come to say hello in a couple of videos, I think. So I thought I'd let them say hello again. But yeah, we're heading back to the bridge, and that'll take the Paston Way to take us back into North Walsham and back to point A to complete the walk. Well, a miracle has happened. I passed some more dogs, and I didn't try to get them on camera. Oh, there's my finger. That's a good talent of mine, getting the finger in the way. I guess I'll learn to not do that as I go along, perhaps. Yeah, no dogs on camera, and I've taken my hat off because I'm starting to sweat. So now I'm very much headphones McBaldy. So we are now approaching the bridge to rejoin the path. We're not far off of that. So yeah, I'll catch you when we're there. Alright, so here we are approaching the bridge, and see me wobbling the camera more the more I'm going along. Approaching the bridge now, and we'll be going up that staircase. That's where we came down, because that is the uncrossable bridge there, and then we should be going back up and on the way back to point A. Quite a long set of steps to climb that one. So here is quite a conveniently placed picnic bench, and show you the views you could get if you sit here. Yeah, nice peaceful place to have a picnic. If you really want to face the other way away from the path, there's the view you get. You'd have a tree staring at your sandwiches throughout though. There is another pathway, so like if instead of crossing the bridge and coming this way you go down there, where that line of trees is in the background, there is another pathway back into North Walsham that way as well. So yeah, like I say, once again, plenty of options for making your own walk up. And now we are returning back into civilization. Here we are back at point A, and if I was to give you a review of that walk, I would say absolutely lovely. 52 minutes. No, even though I obviously got distracted and chatted to doggos for a long time. I'd say maybe a bit over an hour, maybe about an hour and 5 hours and 10 minutes. Roughly, I'd say that's what it took me. It certainly felt long. There's that long stretch up to where you come off to go into Pigneys Wood along the Paston Way. That's quite a long stretch. And then the canal actually isn't quite as long as I thought it would be. But yeah, there's a couple of long bits that take their time to do. So I'd definitely say you're looking a bit more than 52 minutes, maybe a bit over an hour. But yeah, I'm going to sign off for today. Thank you for joining me. Please do like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this content, and take care, and I'll catch you soon.